All right. Push it up. Good morning. Good morning and happy Labor Day. Whatever that means. Let's see if anybody else is gonna join us. If somebody said to me, why you babysitting on me to a big shots? I'ma show you how to turn it up a notch. First you need a swimming pool full of liquid, then you dive in it. Pool full of liquid, then you dive in it. Alright, y'all. I'm still in last night mode. You have to forgive me. But it's no better time for me to talk about what's on my heart. Because every year on Labor Day, I end up arguing with some Caribbean folks. Being from New York City and being that this is a Caribbean epicenter, which is fine. Y'all are black people. We love y'all. Let me make that disclaimer. If you are black, it don't matter where you're from. We love you. Understand that. We just may not like you. Harlem World, good morning. Thank you for tuning in. Again, I have Caribbean in my family, you know, going back to my great grandparents. I have, my great grandparents are from Barbados on my grandmother's mother's side, and on her father's side, they're from St. Vincent or St. Thomas, one of those. And the reason why I'm unclear is because I didn't grow up in a Caribbean home. Yes, good morning, Black Love 17. Happy Labor Day. Oh, they upset. They upset. So I'm dressed for the occasion. I got my little. Hold on, y'all gotta see. This is from yesterday. I got my little glitter going on with my pasties. Yes, I do. But this is the American Labor Day parade. And let me explain to y'all, because like I said, I argue with somebody every year about this. Because a lot of Caribbean people tend to talk down on Americans, ADOS and FBAs. They tend to look down on us and feel like Labor Day is not for us. And so I have to argue the fact all the time because they don't know their history. So let's talk about it. Because Labor Day started in 1894, okay? And it was an American holiday. It's to celebrate American labor, okay? So if you are coming into this country as a non-American, shame on you for trying to put down Americans when you're celebrating in America. How dare you? So let's enlighten these people and educate these people on how they even got here and how they were even able to come here to work. Again, I love y'all, but y'all need to understand where y'all came from and why y'all are here in the first place. Okay? This is my country. Make no mistake. And I know a lot of ADOS people feel like we shouldn't be representing America, or some say we should. I say we should. They brought us here. Okay, our ancestors worked to the bone here, and we are still suffering because of the implications of slavery. All right. So the disrespect that ADOS people encounter in this country doesn't make no motherfucking sense. It doesn't make no sense. Okay, we've been here. We've been struggling. I want to show y'all something, but damn, I can't really show y'all good. Let me see if y'all can see this. Can y'all see this light post? Okay, this light post. That in itself. My grandfather used to work on those. My grandfather used to put those up. He was an electrician in Local 3. May he rest in heavenly peace. He had to go up on the lift and work on the electricity. I mean, he got paid, but did he get paid what he was deserving of? Or did his white counterparts get more because of white privilege? I guess we will never know. But I'm sure they were getting more than him. I remember going to the parade every year back in the day. It's been a minute. Preach. Right. I used to go to the parade, and again, it was a celebration for Caribbean people. in America. I never understood why, it was just Caribbean and I felt bad wearing my American flag. How y'all gonna make me feel bad wearing my American flag in America? That makes no sense to me. Seriously. Black Love 17, they sure do. I was married to St. Vincent, man. They do take over quick. We are American. Yes. That's all I'm saying is we love y'all. This is not a disrespect or shade to anybody Caribbean that is black. But y'all need to respect what Labor Day, what it really was about, where it came from. It came from the Industrial Revolution, okay? For American workers who were disgruntled. It started, okay, there were certain movements that started. One in Chicago. Um, I believe there was like factory workers who didn't feel like they were, getting the right pay and the right benefits. So they fought. They burned shit down, just like what's happening now. Okay, when you burn shit down, you're adding energy. Okay, so I know a lot of people don't agree with burning shit down. Yes, they picked stupid things to burn down, but it is energy. Okay, so nothing, no change can come without a revolution. So in that sense, much love to some Caribbeans like the Haitians who defeated the French, right? Okay, so this is not a slander. This is just, let's bring it together and make sense of it. Okay? Labor Day is for Americans to celebrate the labor they put into this country. Okay. So it is not just a Caribbean holiday. It is for all of us that have put labor into this country to be celebrated. So, where's the respect for ADOS? Because I'm kind of glad the parade is canceled this year. No shade, but shade. Um, I'm kind of glad because yeah, it was fun at times when I was a child. I used to go with my mother. As a teenager, I would go, but it started becoming fatal. They do Juve. Juve is the night before Labor Day, so it takes place in Brooklyn. Guys, not all of the boroughs celebrate Labor Day in this way. It's just the borough of Brooklyn. They go down Eastern Parkway. From the night before, they're partying. Some people never go home. They're out partying the night before into the next day. Okay? They wear their costumes. They basically brought carnival to Labor Day. They mixed the two because, in all actuality, Labor Day did not begin as a Caribbean holiday. All right. I needed to make that disclaimer. And it's fine that it became that. It's fine. But what I want some Caribbean black people to acknowledge is that you are in my country, Miss Little Yankee Gal. You're in my country, so have some respect. That's all I'm saying. Have some respect. We are all black people, but we always separate ourselves by little differences. Okay, you got dropped over here, I got dropped over here. That does not mean you are any better than me. Can y'all hear me? Because I think I have my hand over the sound. You are no better than me because you got dropped off somewhere else first and then came here. You are no better than me. Okay? Because my parents, grandparents, great grandparents was here suffering in a different manner than you did. You are no better than me. I know a lot of people don't want to hear that, but it is what it is. Y'all can catch the replay. Why is McDonald's so late? It was nobody on the line. Damn it. I just wanted the iced coffee. Um, yeah, y'all. So we gotta get this shit in perspective from now. Okay? Because like I said, there's a heavy Caribbean population in New York City alone. Okay, they make up majority of the black people in New York. A lot of ADOS people in New York moved down south. They moved back down yonder, right? Thank you, Black Love 17. It just needs to be respect. And a lot of times we come back with the disrespect. They disrespect us, we disrespect them. And it keeps going back and forth. But when do we draw the line and say we are all black? Look at our skin. Look at our heritage. We are all black people. Okay, some black people are of Indian descent. They look more Indian. You got the Coolie Caribbean people. They beef with the black Caribbean people. Y'all all from the same place. Y'all just have different types of complexions. You understand, Jonaja? Thank you for tuning in, sis. And it's sickening. I don't see nobody out here. See, this is America, y'all. 2020 ain't playing with none of us. Usually in this area, I'm in Cambria Heights, Queens. Can't see. But usually in this area on Labor Day, you see everybody's cars getting decked out with their flags. They're getting prepared to go to the parkway. The dollar vans that usually do the bus route, they are charging a little extra to go to Brooklyn. Like, it's a whole party. It's a whole day of partying. Excuse me. Divine Concepcion says New York is about to get an increase in COVID-19 just off these Labor Day celebrations alone. Could be right. That's probably why I sneezed. But anyway, the cops shut down an event I went to yesterday. And I feel so bad because I saw these people preparing for this event for days. Like, set up their backyard, doing all these renovations, got security, all of that in place. Black people don't come to nothing on time. See, New York is different. We don't come to shit on time. I know other places because the town closes down early. Usually people party earlier. That's not the case in New York. Parties go on all day to the morning time. So unless the cops come and break it up, in this case, they started from early and they wanted the party to go on into the night. People didn't start coming until like 9, 10 o'clock. And then they shut down the party by 12. So, and then you have all these lily white cops pull up. First of all, did they need 20 something cops to come to the scene? Okay, no, they obviously didn't have nothing better to do. And then they said, "Oh, people in the area complain." Some people in that area didn't complain because that block is like that on a regular day basis. So why would they complain on Labor Day? Whatever though. Irregardless, people, change doesn't come without revolution. The Labor Day parade celebration came out of a revolution. Okay, things getting burned down, people rioting, protesting. Okay, because they weren't getting the proper treatment at these jobs that they were busting their asses for. I'm talking about the men who built this country. I'm not talking about just, okay, yeah, you do construction, but I'm talking about men who built the bridges and the tunnels, who risked their lives to build skyscrapers. I'm talking about our ancestors who was picking cotton, doing these menial jobs that was not paying them. Our, matriarchs who were maids. Even when slavery ended, which it really didn't end, but when they said it ended, our ancestors still was doing slave work. They just was able to go home, okay, instead of living in master's house. But even going home was still not a fucking treat because they put them in the projects. They put them in these areas where these houses was lackluster, just little ass houses, just so you could go sleep and come back to work. I need y'all to understand what our ancestors been through, so y'all know that the fight continues. It'll never stop. It will never stop. Black Love 17, we do need more unity. Oops. Among all melanated people. Don't forget, we got New Yorkers that don't want to belong to the community. They just want to be in the spots, but not of the people. Thank you. That's exactly what I'm talking about. And that's the one thing that I think some ADOS could feel Donald Trump where he's coming from. A lot of these immigrants are taken away from American people, okay, from what we can get, the benefits we can get, and they are not even taxpayers. They don't even want to speak the language. They don't want to learn the language. Even, let me tell you something. It's some Spanish people that, and yes, they're Caribbean too. It's some Spanish people that know English but refuse to speak it. Refuse. But if we was to go to their country, we would have to learn their language. It's like America lets too much shit slide. They have enabled too many groups of people and exalted other groups that don't deserve it. Like, we are deserving. That's why Labor Day should be important to ADOS people, because that's the very thing that we're fighting for. We're fighting for reparations from what our forefathers instilled in this country. So why aren't we celebrating today? Why aren't we taking shit over today? Why aren't we burning shit down today? Okay? Change don't come without revolutions. And Labor Day came from a revolution. It didn't come from just a party. It came from pain. A lot of these holidays came from pain. We're celebrating fucking pain. We're celebrating death. We're celebrating wars. I need iced coffee, y'all. Y'all gotta forgive me. But this conversation, y'all see what I'm leading up to? This is the very day we need to be celebrating for our reparations. I'm sorry, I'm a little tipsy from last night. I need this. I had to. I had to. Because enough is enough. I'm ready to pull up on people. Y'all with it? I'm ready to pull up and ask people some questions. I'm ready to ask some of these Caribbean people how they feel about American people. Hi, how are you? Can I have a medium ice? Oh no, you know what? Let me. And then I'm gonna do bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit. That's it. Sorry, y'all. I still be swining and dining. Okay, thank you. No problem. All right, so like I was saying, this is the very day we need to be fighting for. Here we go. Here we I'm back. All right, good. Oh, they do have an American flag over there because I was. Yes, the signal got lost because I was in McDonald's and their Wi-Fi was interfering with my whatever Wi-Fi I got connecting. Cable Wi-Fi. All right, y'all. Let me pull up over here. Right in the bus stop. I don't care. I don't care. Fuck the bus. All right. Sorry, y'all. Do y'all see these flags? But they do have an American flag over there. Y'all probably can't see it. Because I was about to get at them. Like, where's the American flag? This is not just your holiday. But I want to pull up on some Caribbean people and ask them. Maybe not in this live. I might have to do it over. I want to ask them, do they think that this holiday is just for Caribbean people to celebrate? Oh, no. I said light and sweet. Ooh, child, this is... Anyway, though. But yeah, even in like New York, I talk about us getting more businesses. Even here, the Caribbean people took over. Like, again, there's no offense. I have Caribbean down the line somewhere. When we do our that's better. When we do our family reunion on my grandmother's side, the Bayesian flag is flowing in the wind. Okay, my grandmother has family from Barbados. I didn't grow up with them. I don't, I don't take on that culture. I didn't take on the culture. The food, we ate Southern food when I was growing up. My grandmother was making Southern food. She learned, she didn't learn those recipes. The only thing we make is like codfish cakes, but that ain't that ain't that deep. The culture that's ingrained in me is Southern culture. Even though my family wasn't really born in the South, my father was. Yes, divine conception. This is getting way too divisive amongst blacks, but it's been that way. You got to understand, a lot of these people came over here with an idea about black Americans. They already had something in their mind about us, that we were on drugs. It depends on when these people came here. A lot of them that probably came here at the end of 70s and early 80s and saw the drug use and everything, they thought that that's who we were. They didn't understand that this is what was done to us. They thought that we wanted to be lazy, we want to be ratchet, we want to be in the projects, we want to be on welfare, we want to be, but y'all come over here and get a form of welfare as well. The difference is that your culture mostly deals with weed. Our culture, they put other drugs out here for us to take. They made it hard for us to get ahead with certain things. Whereas when you come to this country to get a citizenship, you have to know certain things about America. They make you take a test, right? You have to know some American history, but it's not Black American history. And then they test you on certain things and they give you the blueprint on the American dream. They just give it to you. They start you off with good credit. They start you off with, certain programs to get involved with in order to better yourself. Whereas the Americans that's here, we don't get the same information. We have to dig deeper for the information. It's not just there. Now, I can honestly say, modern times with social media, internet, computers, you can go to the library to Google a lot of things. Whereas, back in the day, you have to find the information harder through encyclopedias or whatever. Now you can Google everything. But there was times where things was made harder for us as Americans. You said the new New Yorkers may have come from Denver, Milwaukee, Nebraska, and complain about stuff that's been going on in the community for years. They need to go back. Caribbeans, another story. Oh, so you talking about the new New Yorkers as far as people from other states. They not necessarily Caribbean. Mm. You said nobody likes us. No disrespect to all cultures, but Black Americans are fed up. Precisely, Queen. Thank you. That's why I said there's no disrespect. This is not me dogging any Caribbean people out, because we all should be able to get the American dream. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, you shouldn't be able to come over here and make a better living. But if you do come over here to make a better living, you need to understand the history, and you need to understand and respect Black Americans. Yes, a respect with a K at the end. Respect Black American people, because we built this country. Our ancestors built this country. You said, Aaliyah, be clear, Jamaicans was dealing with big coke and dope all over the Northeast. Oh, coke too? See, thank you for telling me. I didn't know that. I thought they was just into weed. So thank you for enlightening me on that. Oh my God, I'm sorry, Lace Nicks. It's the lace part. I'm so sorry. Forgive me. I can't see any emojis on my phone. Hold on. But Lace Nicks, that's you in your icon, all right? I'm done. I apologize. That's a king there. So, I need to turn on some air. It is super duper hot. Guys, all I'm saying is this. We want reparations, but we can't even unify as Black people coming from different places. Am I lying? Where's the unity? And this is not for all Caribbean people, because there's some Caribbean people that's woke. Like, there's a guy on here, but he's Haitian. Usually Haitians are more woke than Jamaicans. No offense. TD Hip Hop Media, I think is his name. He's Haitian, but he's for ADOS. He's for reparations. He's for FBA. He talks about B1 all the time. He knows that Black Americans deserve reparations. So this is, again, not to say to put all Caribbean people under one umbrella, because there are some wokes, but then there are some coons. A lot of them. Jamaican Shower Posse. Oh, right. And that's from American Gangster, right? I think I saw that. You said, nah, but real talk. West Indians be scapegoating Black Americans because Riders Islands is full of Caribbean Black. What's Riders Island? Is that in New York? I never heard of that. You said we fought for the new black skin people, what the new black skin people are getting, but the man makes sure born in America does not get in that door. Thank you, sis. Exactly. They don't want us in that door. Like, I'm an intelligent Black American woman, but it's hard for me in America. It's hard for me in New York. It's been hard for me. Okay? Not because I'm not capable. And sometimes God doesn't open doors for you because you ain't supposed to go through those doors. We always look at things as, damn, they won't let us in. They won't let us in. Maybe it's not meant for us to be in. You know what I'm saying? It's meant for us to be out. Segregation. So, you want to try so hard to fit in. No, that's when you create your own lane. When they keep closing these doors, fuck your door. I will kick your door down and not even come through the door. Fuck your door. Where's the resolution? Do American Blacks feel superior to foreign Blacks? That's similar to how the Germans felt about the Jews when Hitler was in power. Wow. That's a great question, Divine Concepcion. I'm going to do a pull-up today. Yes. I dropped my kids off to their father. I woke up on some bullshit type of time. I can't even talk about it on here, but I I come on here, and I know a lot of people don't understand it in my life because my life is so fucked up. Like, even my mom says, why do you spend so much time on your YouTube channel? Now, mind you, I make one video a day, sometimes two, but I never go over 4 hours in a day, right? Now, if I worked for the man, I'll be working 8 hour or more shifts. But that's okay for me to put that work into somebody else's dream. But I can't put that work into my dream because, oh yeah, I'm not making a living doing this. Okay. But I don't give a fuck. It's my passion. You said no, that's from the streets. Oh, okay. Rikers Island. Oh, okay, okay, okay. You know I'm slow. I don't know the lingo. Yo, take a look at black barbershops. Barbers make a lot of money. Now just imagine if we support other black businesses, we will be all folding money. Facts, Lace Nicks. Thank you, King. I appreciate your commentary. And any new viewers, if you are new to Goddess Masterpiece channel, please subscribe. Um, it really doesn't hurt to subscribe. I'm not asking you for anything. Just you don't even have to listen to me all day. You could just subscribe. He said, Aaliyah, I grew up in 90s Jersey. I didn't experience us bullying Haitians. Can you share a story of FBA and non Haitian blacks terrorizing Haitians in NYC? That is a very good topic. Beautiful topic. I really would love to do a call in about this, if not a pull up. Let's see how the day goes. Let's see. But me as an American black woman, I was never a bully. I don't have the personality of a bully, but I can admit that I have heard the Haitian HBO body odor jokes. Um, I didn't come up with that joke, and I didn't indulge in that joke. I didn't understand where the joke came from. I didn't grow up laughing at people, ridiculing people. I don't like to hurt people's feelings for no reason. So I didn't never take kindly to those jokes. But I have heard them as a child. I haven't heard them growing up. And I remember a lot of Haitian children that I grew up with did not want to admit that they was Haitian. Jamaicans was always proud. So a lot of Haitian people would pretend like they was Jamaican so they wouldn't get bullied. I did hear of people going through that. So that is a real thing, and again, I'm not minimizing any side of this. If there was American people bullying Caribbean people, then Caribbean people probably felt like, yeah, we're gonna bully them back. I don't know who started it off. I do know that I've heard those jokes, even the African booty scratcher jokes. For the new Africans coming over here, they used to call them African booty scratchers. I don't know if it was American people saying it or was it other Caribbean people saying it. I really don't know. But I can tell you, I wasn't one saying those jokes. It wasn't funny to me. You said the man already knows what Malcolm X said. When we get together for real, they in trouble. Not necessarily to harm them. We will govern ourselves and they lose. Exactly. And that's why it's so hard to do. That's why it's such a task. Because it's such a great thing that when it happens, we're going to be unstoppable. But more conversations like this need to be had instead of people, just dogging each other out with the jokes. Let's come to some real conclusions that we are all black. Now, a lot of Caribbean people and even some new Africans, they don't want their blackness. They don't want their melanin. Not all of them, some of them. That cake soap shit is real. You know how many times I've seen a woman whose color looked a little olive color in the face and the hands, but then you get to her feet and her feet is a totally different complexion. Y'all don't even love yourselves, a lot of y'all. Okay? But yet you want to dog out black Americans? We all need a reality check on both sides. Peace, Papa Soul Searcher. Thank you for tuning in. Hold on, hold on. We need some ganja in the building for this conversation. Dear Nadia, I'm Haitian American and I be telling everyone to support reparations for ADOS. Before COVID, I was randomly telling strangers like store clerks while I was shopping. Wow. Thank you, Nadia. I appreciate you, sis. And again, I fucks with Haitians more than any other Caribbeans because they have like a genuinely good spirit about them. I've never had too many arguments with Haitian people. And again, the fact that y'all had your own revolution and was able to overthrow the government, we fucks with y'all. I fucks with all Caribbean people, but I don't fuck with the attitudes of all Caribbean people. That's what I'm trying to say. Hi, George Trusty. Yes, Northern Bell. Thank you for tuning in. So yeah, we need to come together. Okay, we overcame it. Well, not really overcame the crack epidemic because there's still a lot of people affected by it, but there's a lot of functional drug addicts nowadays. There's not a lot of I haven't seen a lot of drug addicts that's non-functional. There's more so functional drug addicts. So the crack epidemic, all right, it's subsided. We have other epidemics now, pandemics, other drugs that infiltrated, fentanyl, the pill popping, the leans, and all of that shit. That's why I smoke my weed. And if anybody got a problem with it, y'all can really exit because I'm 37 years old. I take care of my kids. I do, I'm not lazy. I don't sleep at all. I can smoke weed all day and I don't take naps. Okay, so I'm gonna need y'all to my nerves. Black Love 17. I have faith in my people. We are organized. I am black and proud. I want to be more black and proud of the fact that we are um doing better at codifying and unifying people of color. Like I said, even within, let's say, Trinidad or Guyana, they have black Guyanese and they have the coolies, and they don't like each other. The coolies think they better. That's a whole fact. And again, it's been normalized. It's been normalized, but it's not right. You say, you know who I think it is? Jamaicans, Trinis, and some Guyanese causing the drama. Right, because a lot of them have nasty dispositions. I don't know if they realize it. Not all, keyword, not all. A lot of them I've encountered have nasty dispositions, nasty attitudes. But for some reason, Americans always get labeled as being ratchet. But y'all are ratchet in a different way. The sucking the teeth, the. I told y'all, I was doing Uber Eats. I had just started Uber Eats, and it was this Jamaican restaurant that I was supposed to pick up an order for, Pepper Pot on Gaia Brewer. Yeah, I'm shouting them out because that man was nasty for no reason. I went as soon as I walked in the door. I said, "Hi, I have an Uber Eats." This is even before the pandemic. He goes, "Cha," and his language talking shit. I said, "Whoa, what did I do?" He said, "I didn't even put the food on the fire. This is the shit I can't take." Like, he just started going off on me for no reason. And this is the attitude I've gotten from quite a lot of Caribbean people. I came in with a sunny disposition and he was very nasty for no reason. Yes. If it wasn't for black Americans, many of these black people from other places will not be able to come over here. They started to flood the country after 1965. Thank you so much for your wisdom, George Trustee. And that's what I want. This is exactly the conversation I wanted to have. Exactly what I'm talking about. My mother always told me that if it wasn't for black Americans fighting the Civil War, okay, going through what they went through here, even after slavery was abolished and they still was fighting for their civil rights, y'all wouldn't have been able to come over here so freely. You just wouldn't have been. Okay? Beloveds, respect us. And that's why I love the ADOS movement, the FBA movement, because respect us. But we got to respect ourselves too. It starts with us. You know what I'm saying? And the back and forth bickering and getting nowhere. How can we come together? How can we? Is time. Like I said, usually every year around this time, I'm arguing with somebody on social media. So this time, I'm not going to wait for y'all to make a dumbass post. I'm going to start the shits. And I'm going to do it my way. So y'all can understand where I'm coming from. Last year, or maybe it was 2 years ago, maybe 2 years ago, because I know I was either pregnant with my daughter or I just had her. Some guy on my Facebook put up a post that said, "I'm gonna need all y'all Americans to sit this Labor Day parade out. Y'all don't belong there." What? Come again? Because even if it was a joke, that joke wasn't funny. You in my country. And that's what I came on his post saying. You in my country talking this? Why don't you go to your country and have that Labor Day parade? Since you all that. Oh, okay, you can't because your country is broke. Oh, okay. So now I'm gonna need you to put some respect on America's name. So they're arguing me, and the first thing these Caribbean women are saying is, "You're dirty, you dirty American. You got roaches in your house. Go clean your house. Go ahead, go make your kids some chicken fingers and French fries." Bitch, I make whole Thanksgiving dinners. You don't know me. You don't know me like that. But this is what your assumption is of American people, because you might be from a neighborhood that you see Black American people living in the projects. You know, they not doing too good. But guess what? There's a whole world of Black American people that are well to do that you have not seen. Maybe if you get out the hood, go down south. There's whole communities of well to do Black Americans. But you don't know that because you stuck in one space and you seeing only one group of Black Americans, and you under the assumption that all Black Americans is just fucked up. You're wrong. Thank you, Black Love 17. That was rude. I've experienced so much rude shit. I have so many stories. That's just one of them. But see, if we had FBA communities in Jamaica talking how they do, the motherfuckers would be dragging our ass to the Norman Manley Airport. See what I'm saying? If we went to Jamaica and infiltrated that shit, they wouldn't be happy. But we always gotta eat people's shit. I'm not eating your shit. Call me dirty, call me whatever you want. But you live right next to me. So that makes you just as dirty. Okay. As ADOS, we need to stop showing our hands. Since they made us play poker, we need to play better. Facts. You said, I don't know where they all got that assumption. I'm telling you, it's been more than one post I've seen that. I've even seen an American guy post that American people don't need to get together. American people need to get with Caribbean people because Americans don't have culture, apparently. This is what this American guy from Hempstead said. And he was supposed to be a hotep. Oh, I fucking blocked this dude because I'm like, how you gonna say some shit like that as an American man? You're basically putting down American women, trying to say we're not good enough to be with another American person because our values are so fucked up that we need to learn something from Caribbean people. We need to learn how to clean from them. Don't you know my great 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 grandmother was a fucking maid, you bitch? And that's why we don't want to clean now, because our great grandparents had to fucking slave for free. So now you do the work. Since you want to come over here now, new slaves, you do the work. And we gonna sit here and get our reparations. Alright? But if you was really smart, you would be on board with us so we all could fucking win. Thank you, True Freeman. I appreciate you. You said America did not want Black people coming in from other places. It was once called white man's land, but after 1965, of course, that changed. Exactly. Y'all seen this video floating around about Rosedale. Now, I was living in Rosedale before I left for Houston. It's a town in Queens that's very nice. It's beautiful. It used to be heavily populated with Caucasian people. And when Black people started moving in, there was a woman, she's still alive, who was taunted by white people when her family moved there. She was riding her bike and they came out and was basically trying to get her off the block. Now Rosedale, I would say, is about 85% to 90% Caribbean Black. hmm And again, beautiful, beautiful homes. I give them that. Okay, but you're in America, and so you are American now, and you need to respect the American culture and the Americans who were here and had to suffer so y'all could have a better life. Respect it. My ex-husband said, I'm not dirty and I don't let my kids drink soda for breakfast. My face was like, your ex-husband was Caribbean? Child. You said don't celebrate any of these pagan holidays. Once you study the history on which these holidays came from, you find demonic spirits on which it's based on. Again, I said that a lot of these holidays was based on pain. It's like we're celebrating pain because there was several little revolutions, riots, and things getting burned down in regards to the labor force. Chicago had one, New York had one, and from that is where this Labor Day parade came from. It started from marching and protesting, not celebrating. So we need to understand that, right, we're celebrating things that are not really good things. You know what I mean? You said I saw that, disgusting. But those beautiful black little kids showed their disappointment about that. Right. Mm-mm-mm. Mickey Man says it's time to wake up the 12 tribes of Israel, God's chosen people. Thank you, King. It's time. That's why I said, instead of us continuing this fight, how can we come together as one? How are we going to do that? To me, it's through conversations like this, having these hard conversations. Let me just pull up randomly on somebody and say, how are you? What's your nationality, if you don't mind me asking? Okay, today's Labor Day. How do you feel as an American person? How do you feel as a Caribbean person? Do you feel that Labor Day is solely for this group of people? Why do you feel Black Americans are so highly disrespected in this country? That's the things I want to know from the people. You said from St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Oh, okay. Wow. Yeah, you did say that. He's of Caribbean descent. Wow. See? So that's why I said their perception of Black Americans is like we are just the scum of the earth. But who made us that way? That's the questions I want some of these Caribbean peoples who think like that to ask themselves. Who made us that way? And do you not identify with us when we have the same skin? I just want to know. Oh, I'm sorry. A thorough Black American history should be required for all Black and Latino immigrants. All immigrants, actually, once they're educated on the truth, it'll be a whole different ball game. Thank you so much. Exactly. They're learning white American history. They're not learning about our history, what we went through in this country. So they don't, and then once they get their citizenship, it's like I don't give a fuck about them because they didn't speak about them for me to get over here. I didn't have to know nothing about Black Americans, so they're nobodies. The white people are exalted because that's who you have to learn about, right? Just like white Jesus. All praises the Most High, Yahweh and His Son, Yahawashi. Thank you so much. I ain't gonna lie, NYC FBA dropped the ball with checking immigrant blacks because in Jersey and Philly, no sir. We dropped the ball because so many Black Americans got washed out of here. A lot of them said fuck this shit and left. They went back down yonder, as my grandparents would say. Back down yonder, that's where they went because the price of living is high. New York just is not a place for FBAs anymore. I've been told y'all that. It's not. Aaliyah Khadijah. This is how these Caribbean people think. Look what happened with Marcus Garvey. They taunted Marcus Garvey when he left. They taunted Marcus Garvey when he came back after being exiled. Hmm. Are you from the tribe of Judah? That's what's up. Grand Rising, Kathy B. It's okay. We just talking about Labor Day and how Black Americans get treated in New York, and I don't know like what the culture is where you guys are at. New York blacks may be soft because we may want to go along to get along and make no waves, but now the young ones may school them to respect us. Facts. Mm-hmm. Exactly. And I have a few American friends, right, who have adapted to the Caribbean culture as if it's their own. And when I say that, meaning because listen to the music, to their culture. That's the problem that I have. Adapting to it, I hate one-sided shit. One thing about me is I'm a person of fairness. I hate unfair shit. If it applies to one, it should apply to all. If I can accept you, then you should accept me. See, Aaliyah, even your language on this live stream sometimes about what FBA do or don't do be gassing their heads up. What you mean, do or don't do? Like me saying negative things? FBA gets disrespected because we don't have any limitations. We will do anything for money and to be accepted. Nothing is off limits. By the way, I used to live in East New York. Oh, wow. Okay. You said you from Judah too. Y2K. Yeah, but we don't have limitations. That is so true. That is so true. We are so accepting to people, and then those same people turn around and stab us in the back. Hey, Superstar Bella, thank you for tuning in. You said most of the African and Caribbean immigrants don't realize that the only reason the U.S. government let the large majority of them come here is because of the civil rights movement. Exactly. They don't realize it. Yo, y'all are so intelligent. I really love having conversations with y'all because the things that I forget to put in there, y'all just throw right on in there. So thank you for this. And that's exactly what I'm saying. Once you know better, then you'll do better. But they don't know. They don't know. I'm gonna tell this story again. I know I told it on another live. Um, when I used to work at the New York State Veterans Home, these are all veterans, meaning they were in the army, some type of force, some type of service, for this country. And a lot of them have a lot of health issues, so some of them live in a nursing home, or some of them just come through there for like rehab, and if they get better they can leave. I was a unit clerk, so I was being a unit clerk. You have to be a swing person. You do a little bit of everything, assisting the nurses, the doctors, dealing with paperwork. um, I had to change their feeding tags on their wheelchairs. I had to make sure I kept up to who wanted DNR, do not resuscitate. A lot of them, after a while, they would say, "I don't want to be resuscitated. If I'm going, then let me go," because they were suffering with a lot of different illnesses. Long story short, it was an older gentleman in his 80s, Mr. R. I'm not gonna say his name because I don't want any issues. Their identity is supposed to be kept in private, HIPAA violations. Mr. R. Ados, he reminded me of my grandfather. He was in a wheelchair. He has, some health complications with his diet, but he was a strong mentally he was still strong. I was getting trained by an African guy, a new African. He was new over here. I'm saying he hadn't been here for 10 years, I believe. So he had a heavy accent. So he's training me at the front desk. Mr. R comes up in his wheelchair and he was asking about his next doctor's appointment. And the African guy that was training me was like, hold on, hold on, hold on. But he was saying it disrespectful. These are veterans. Again, they deserve our respect. It's the way in which you talk to people. He was supposed to say, "Oh, excuse me, Mr. R, can you give me a moment? I will find that information out for you." No, he was like, "Hold on." Like he just was so dismissive to this man. Mr. R looked around. He said, "Fuck you, motherfucker. I'm the reason why you was able to work in this country." Everybody was like, "Oh, shit." Now, mind you, the majority of Americans in there are the patients, the residents. The CNAs, a lot of them are Caribbean. A lot of them are Jamaican. A lot of them are Haitian. A lot of them are of African descent. So they don't get it. They looking at Mr. R like he's the devil. He's the worst person in the world. But me, because I'm ADOS, true and through, I was like, yeah, Mr. Rutherford, yeah, let them know. Because, yeah, let them know. I'm the reason you got a job. Show me some fucking respect. I fought for this country. My back is broke because of this fucking country. You gonna show me some respect. Yeah. And he hated white people. He wouldn't even let a white doctor touch him, Mr. R. I wonder if he's still there. I hope he's still alive. Shots out to him. FBA is divisive within itself. Look at how Tariq Nasheed co-opted the ADOS movement, came out with another name and made it one versus the other. Right. Now, you are absolutely right in saying that, and that is so messed up on so many levels. This is what is has been ingrained in us though, to be divisive within ourselves. And it's fucked up. They don't feel they owe us any gratitude for what they can now experience. When they get over here, they must learn. Right. Excuse me. We are still slaves today. It's just not what? Oh, we are still slaves today. It's just not hard body bondage. Right. I hear you. That's true. We not in bondage to the fact that like, okay, we have to stay on a plantation. Some of us still do. The inmates, they're on the plantation. That's another form of slavery. We are on parole. We are slaves on parole. Okay, because we could walk freely, but then our freedom is compromised because we got the fucking cops who wanna be the slave patrol and try to kill us, take us down in any way they can. So yeah, it's a different form of slavery. Have you heard about these East Indian high school students were talking these black girls, calling them the N-word, but to make matters worse, they pulled out. I did not hear about that. That is disgusting. But this is what I'm saying. They already had that ingrained in them that we are the bottom caste. Before that, the U.S. government. Thank you, Northern Bell. You said, I'm truly ready for positive change for our people. I see so much that makes me angry. Tyler Perry is now a billionaire, but so exactly. All these millionaires, but they ain't putting real shit into the community. Latinos, especially Mexicans, do not want to hear about Black American history. They tried doing that out here in California. The Mexican students walk out the auditorium and then started fights. Wow. Wow. So then we don't want to know about their history neither. Celia, that Mr. R story was excellent because if our parents would have told us to treat them how they treat us, motherfuckers would be crying. We got the numbers, even in New York, social capital more so. Exactly. Exactly. I love that. Let me tell you something. And then it was a Haitian nurse. She was a LPN. She was studying for her RN. I remember because she hardly worked. She was trying to sneak and study. So she was like, Mr. R is a horrible person. I said, you don't understand where he's coming from? He endured racism in this country, but yet he fought for this country. She said, you know what? I can't get into that because I have to deal with my white coworkers. My manager is white, so I just don't get into the whole racism thing. I said, fair enough. But in the back of my head, I was like, coon, 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 coon. Ah, I can't. You said Tariq is not for the movement. He's trying to pay a mortgage. It's okay for groups to split when ideology is not the same, but we still have to respect each other and work together towards the same goal. Facts. Facts. He's not. He's a clown looking for a following, right? I can't even get through a whole live with him anymore, y'all. He be going too many different places with it. Like, I don't see real solutions. And even the conference, I feel like is more of a money making thing because he's charging vendors to be there, right? You charge people to get in, and then you charging the vendors what, almost $1,000, and then they probably got to give a portion of their sales. Like, child, we are on plantations, apartments, city houses, even neighborhoods have restrictions. Now we all on house arrest. Coronavirus. America ain't changed. It's always made its money from slavery. Exactly. Thank you for that. Put that very eloquently. That's what I was basically saying. Like, yeah, we may not have somebody breathing down our neck 24/7, like a warden or CO, but it's different rules put into place that if we don't follow it, we get fined for dumb shit. It's just, this system gives me a fucking headache. Like, the things that I've experienced show me so much, and I know a lot of other people have not experienced the things I have, so they don't get it. But that's why I come on here and talk my shit, so that people can understand that you may not have experienced some shit, but it's some real fucked up shit out here. We are adult enough to get our minds right and fight for what's owed us as one unit. We will get there in my lifetime. Facts. We better get there in my lifetime. Shit. I don't want to leave this earth and not see some real shit go down. Some real evolution. Like, history always repeats itself. And that's how I know it's going to be some shit that's going to happen, because back in the day, they fought for what they wanted. When they felt like their backs was against the wall, they wasn't getting fair treatment, they fought, they burned shit down. So I don't know why a lot of people's acting like they're so up in arms about shit getting burned down. That has been the norm from way back in the 1800s, early 1900s. That's what they do. Gaspar Yanga was an African warrior prince who helped the people fight against the Spanish. Even today, there's a statue of him in the middle of the city in Osaka, Mexico. Hope I said that right. Thank you for that, George Trustee. Ezekiel 35:15. As thou didst rejoice at the inheritance of the house of Israel, because it was desolate, so will I do unto thee. Wow. Wow. Thou shalt be desolate, O Mount Seir, and all. No, I can't pronounce these words. So I don't. I'm sorry. I'm not good at reading these words, so if I'm saying it wrong, I apologize. And all Idumea, even all of scriptures, I just don't know how to pronounce some of these words right. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's bullshit media trying to control the narrative. Motherfuckers say they want to see this bitch burned down, but then when people start burning it down, they like, no, don't do it. Right. Superstar Bella's thinking, uh-oh, what happened? Yeah, but I just want to come on here and talk briefly, even though an hour has passed. We gonna celebrate the real Labor Day for all Americans. And if you are here and you live your life here, you are American. I'm so sorry to inform you of that. I know you want to keep your culture alive, but if you truly want to keep your culture alive, then you would be in the place that that culture originated. Because see, we didn't have a choice to come over here. Um, they dropped us here. We stayed here. But for all the Caribbean folks, so we need some respect. All right? We fought in every war, all the way up to today, and still don't get recognized. War horses in the past got better treatment. Exactly. Every war. but yet nobody wants to value and respect us. It's not gonna happen. Not on my watch. And we are not our ancestors. We are better than our ancestors. We love. Sorry for the interruption. People keep trying to call me. What is going on? Oh man. I don't know if y'all can see me or hear me, but everyone in the US want our people, want it for them. Exactly. But anyway, y'all, I'm gonna wrap this up because I don't know if y'all can hear me. Something happened to my live. So I'll be back. I love y'all.